What's up? This is Jay. So today is Sunday, the 29th of March already. Wow, we're almost done with this month. 3 months into the year already. We have 75% to go. Yeah, it's going fast. So I promised I'd do a video yesterday. I apologize about that. I was really busy with some things, but I did put out a I think it was a USA Today video on the stimulus checks. Be very careful what's going on now. People are trying to call and get people's social security numbers, PayPal account numbers, checking and savings account numbers over the phone, or maybe even text saying, "Hey, if you want your stimulus package, go here." Don't do that. The government will go ahead and mail you the check so you don't have to worry about that. You don't want any fraud right now. There's a lot of people trying to fraud out people just for money. For money, for paper. Think about it. Shame on those people. Anyway, so I wanted to teach y'all something today about saving for emergencies. Like I said the other day, I was going to teach about saving for emergencies. So here we go. So, how to save for emergencies. All right, you want to start, it's very simple here. Want to always start with like $100, right? And then when you're saving for $100, for example, you saved $100, and you can start off with like every 2 weeks if you get paid $20 every 2 weeks. If you really can't afford things, if you're having trouble managing money and you're having real trouble and money's tight, start with $20. Just take $20, put it away, and then basically that's going to be 5 times you're going to do that, and then you'll have $100. Real simple, right? So if you get paid every 2 weeks, in 2.5 months, you'll have your $100. And I know for some of y'all out there, that's very simple. But for some of y'all out there listening, it's not very simple. So we all have to understand that we all are building ourselves from scratch, especially in this COVID-19 coronavirus thing. We're all restarting here. It's like a big reset. It's a huge reset actually. But so anyway, so let's start. Say for you start with $100, and then you got $100. All right, cool. So now you have $100. So what happens in a little emergency if something like that happens? Let's say you get a flat tire. If you drive a car and you get a flat tire, well, a flat tire usually for a repair of a flat tire, if it's repairable, is probably 10 or $20. Well, hey, great. Now you don't have to put that 10 or $20 on a credit card if you were doing credit card before. You just take out of your emergency fund of that $100 and now you can pay it. Great job. So I know that's a small example, but hey, you know what? You got to start somewhere, right? I mean, seriously here. So then if you do that and you do have a small emergency and you spent that 10, $20, $30, whatever it is to get the flat tire repaired, if an emergency happens, replenish the currency. Some people call it money. I like to call it currency, except when I forget, then I call it money. So um, replenish it. And then from there, you want to build to $500 once you replenish it, or if you don't have any emergencies, which is great, even better. From that $100, you build to $500. You save that $500. So you just keep doing that over and over and over until you get that $500. And how do you do that? You either want to, I don't like saving money at home because it can get dangerous if someone robs your house, so on and so forth, whatever. You want to keep it in a bank. So keep it in a bank, a nice little savings account bank or a checking account. So that way, if the emergency does happen, you have access to it immediately using an ATM card. Savings account, you'll probably get a better rate on it. Check with your banks. I don't know who you bank with, but I know that there are some great savings accounts out there. Even if you type best savings accounts on certain banks have different savings rates depending on what the rate is. Anyway, so after you build up to $500, then you want to build to $1,000. Now you've got that $1,000. That's a huge cushion for some people, and for others as well. It is not a huge cushion, depending on how much they make. But $1,000 is not just you go walk outside and someone hands you $1,000. That stuff needs to be earned. Even $500, even $100. Every piece of money that we get, every piece of currency that we get, is a blessing, and we need to do what's right with it and manage it correctly. So then you got $1,000. Great job. At that point, you're going to feel more comfortable about money. Hopefully, you've built some better habits and not getting into so much credit card debt. If you have had credit card debt before, you're going to think about money first before throwing it on the credit card, especially during emergency times. So if any of these three are spent, again, I just want to emphasize, replenish the currency, replenish the money. So let's move on really fast. Obviously, some people say you've heard financial gurus, so on and so forth, and I'm no means by a financial guru. I'm not a financial advisor, not a financial teacher. I'm just doing what I like to do. So, if once you get that $1,000 saved, you want to repeat this process up here, and you want to get 3 to 6 months of this of 3 to 6 months of income saved. But what you want to do is you want to separate this $1,000 from 3 to 6 months, because if you have all your money mixed together, it can really confuse you and mess with your mind, and you don't want that. So you want to have a fine line of, okay, this is my savings or my checking. Savings, for example, let's say off the top of your head, and this is for my checking, 3 to 6 months. In case of emergencies, you lose a job. Like now, I know a lot of people might have listening to this have unfortunately lost a job. So it's okay. We all start over. Just keep chugging away, looking for a job, so on and so forth. So what you do is you save 3 to 6 months. You repeat the process. You start off with $100 in the new account, build it up to $500, build it up to 1,000, and then once you build that to 1,000, repeat it again. Repeat it again. I don't know what your income is per month or per year, so on and so forth. Only you know that. But you just keep building and building, and then you'll hopefully get 3 to 6 months of money saved for emergencies in separate accounts. And when you do this, you'll feel better about life. You'll feel more secure. You're not going to worry so much if an emergency does happen. Now, it's always good to have, you know, the minimum you want three months, but really 6 months is better because that will foresee you of 6 months of your income. You can start with your expenses, 3 to 6 months of your expenses. That's fine. That's probably going to be a lower number. But once you really build up to 3 to 6 months of your income, then you're like, all right, cool. I got laid off. My rent is due. Okay, since I have my income, all right, I'm going to deduct from that and do that. Put that in the bank. Put that in the bank, so on and so forth. Because right now with this coronavirus as well, no one knows how long this is going to last. It's a pain in the butt. I get it. Trust me, we're all going through it, not just you. There are lots of people going through this. And please, if you're in self isolation as well, don't self isolate, because this is just social distancing, not self isolation. Talk with your friends, talk with your family, about life, what you're going through, so on and so forth. If you need prayer, ask for prayer from folks who love you, so on and so forth, and friends in the church as well, if you need prayer for that. But anyway, getting back to this, this is always a good idea to have this. If you can really work on having a whole year of your income, or you start off with your expenses saved and then build up to your income, you will be so much more probably sitting in peace if a real emergency like this happens the next time, instead of worrying. And it's never a bad idea to have this. Especially you start here. Just start here. Start a little bit. $100, $500, $1,000, so on and so forth. It's always a good idea to have these things in the back of your head, knowing that, hey, emergency happens, I got it. So really, I just wanted to share this with you. I'll let you look at the board again here for a second. I really hope this has helped some of y'all out there. If you've already doing this, great, awesome. Please share how you did it with other people so they understand about money as well. Because we're all in the community, we're all in this together. So anyway, God bless you. God loves you. Have a great day. This is Jay, and I'm out.